to see you again. Today we will talk about startup process. The startup process has 5 stages, which is ideations, concept, prototype, business model, and company. Let's start from the ideations. Ideations. Ideation means that an idea, your idea, our idea, or somebody else's idea. We need to ask yourself. You need to ask yourself and your prospective customers valid questions in order to select and validate your idea. Having good idea for a business isn't enough to make it a runaway success. You need to create a consistent business concept if you ever want it. And of course, it is risky to directly to start based on your idea alone. A business is not built on ideas alone, but on well-defined concept and plans. Again, idea without validation is nothing. We need to validate whether that idea good or great or even excellence. And number two is about the business concept. The first one is ideations, and the second and number two is business concept. The concept. The concept can be thought of as well-defined idea that has been tested for its credibility. A business concept is an idea, a business that has information such as service, product, the target audience, and a unique value proposition, of course, that gives a company an advantage over competitors. Means that after thinking about the idea and you create a concept. A concept is about what kind of service do you offer, what kind of product will you create, and what target audience that suitable for your service and your product, and of course a unique value proposition that your competitor doesn't have that unique value proposition. Idea versus business idea is different with the concept. Idea versus business concept example. Let's say this is the business idea. I would like, this is the example, the question, the statement, the sentence. I would like to start a training center. I would like to build a training center. This is an idea. An idea sometimes comes just like that, suddenly. But the good idea need to be more research, digging and digging and digging. Again, this idea, I would like to start a training center. And the business concept, I plan on starting a training center that focus on programming. So it's different. Talking about the idea, you want to create a training center. But talking about the concept, what kind of training center will you create? What kind of training center will you build? Yes, that's focused on, let's say, programming. That focus on, let's say, what animation, or maybe it's focused on communication. So the idea and the concept is really different. Then how to turn on your idea into concept? How to turn on this idea into this concept? First, we have to find our target market. Yes, we have to analyze our customer base, where our customers play, what kind of social media they use, what kind of content they like, what kind of activations they do. It's about analyzing our customer base. And after that, we need to find out our competitors. what competitors, what what they do, what they have done, and after that we have to analyze our competitors' customer base. Again, if our competitors base using the Facebook as a main channel to the communications and so on, then we think that maybe we can use Facebook as our customer base also, plus and plus and plus. It's about find our target market. The next second one is about the market identification. Once you have figured out your target market and audience, it is time to it's time for a basic check on the viability of your business idea in the target market. This helps give you a better understanding of the target market and what is precisely requires. So find our target market, then we have to identification. We have to identify them. We have to identify them. And number three is find the value proposition of your idea. You can think of the value propositions as the tangible benefits customer will receive from consuming or experiencing what you offer. Value propositions is a clear statement which explain the benefit. What kind of benefit do you offer to your customer? And explain how the offering solve customer problem. You must explain to your customer when your customer use your service or your product, then your customer's problems will gone. And the next is differentiate the offering from your competitors. Simply, you have to understand your competitors. Then you have to find what your competitors' strength, and then you have to find the differentiation between competitors with your business, between a competitor with your ideas. And of course, you may modify the idea from competitors. It's okay, fine. But of course, you need to digging more and to do research and validate, and you need to discussing with your team, do brainstorm and etc. At least I mean that you have, and I mean that it is a must to validate the idea. Once the business concept is clearly defined, the more detailed work of creating a business model and implementation may begin. You may begin your idea. You may begin your startup after you clearly defines a business concept. The more detailed uh, the more detail will help you to know deeply the more detailed work of creating a business model and implementation. Then you may begin your startup uh, business idea. And and the next one is prototyping. For me, prototyping is an option. Based on my experience, when I want to build a startup business, sometimes I just need to the correct to the suitable uh, investors that understand about the idea. But it will be better if you create the prototype first, means that it will help your uh, investors to understand your business idea. Prototype Prototyping is an essential yet most ignored practice of the startup process. Know your basic right and start with a prototype to avoid of any failure in the future. So you need prototype. What if you don't have time? Better you build a time. If you can do it by yourself, but it will be better if you have a time, have a team. I mean that a team. What kind of team? Your team must a player. Then the next question is how to know how to build a good prototype. There are four uh, key points to have a good prototype. One is representations. A prototype is a rudimentary representation of the actual product. It represents how the product will look and or work like. So somebody who see your prototype will understand easily. And again, your prototype must represent your business idea. And the number two, after representations, your prototype must precision. The more precise the prototype, better the response and feedback. And number three is functional. A good prototype performs the basic function of the actual product if possible. If possible, a good prototype performs the basic function of the actual product. Again, if you can if you can create the prototype by your own self, at least your prototype perform the basic function. If you have a team, you can create the main features. Some of main features that good to be good, not good, but must have in your prototype. And the number four is improvisations. A good prototype is one which can be improvised on with minimum effort. This is one of the most important aspects of prototyping, as a prototype is subject to many improvisations. Then what about the business model? The business model is number four. In business model simply is how your idea make money. The business model is the ultimate structures of how your idea will work and make money in the real market. And of course, you have to list the source of revenue, where revenue comes from. Means that how your business, your concept, your business model make money in the market. And the last one is about company. And of course, you need to register your company before launching your idea in the market. Making registering company of course need a time, but not so long. It's around 2 weeks to 1 month done, and not expensive also. So that is about the startup process. There are 5 process: ideations, what else? Concept, business concept, prototyping, business model, and company. That's for now. See you tomorrow.